What makes a backstory great? What is the fundamental structure to a good backstory? Well, first off, is there even a structure? Or is it just how the sequence of the story plays out that makes a movie worth watching? Today we'll find out what makes a backstory great. In some ways, there is in fact a structure of a backstory. Examples are in Life of Pi. A supporting character has an interest in the main character's story, then the character agrees and discusses his story. In this case, the supporting character, or one of the supporting characters I should say, is the writer who is writing about the events from Pi's life, and then the main character is none other than Pi himself.
The story is yours now.
Forrest Gump has a similar approach, only this time, it was the main character, Forrest, telling his story to many different people as he waits for bus number 9 to see Jenny. The reason Forrest brings up the story of his childhood is because it correlates to Jenny and how she made a big impact on his life, and to him. And the reason why he talks about Jenny is because he's going to see her soon. So everything has a reason for its story to come about.
That was close.
In Ratatouille, neither one of those cases occur, and we don't exactly know who initiated the backstory of how La Ratatouille restaurant was created. In the beginning of the movie, just after Remy breaks through the window, he narrates. Although not explaining everything in detail, he does this to explain what had happened prior to the beginning of a bigger situation. One of the best ways a backstory becomes a masterpiece is the use of brilliant, well-thought-out quotes that generally summarize an event, a person, and even a specific situation that occurs in the film. If you look at The Great Gatsby, Nick Carraway's choice of words to describe Jay Gatsby makes you as a viewer want to meet this man, even before you're even introduced to him.
Oh, the whole thing's incredible. I live just next door. He sent me an actual invitation. Seems I'm the only one. I still haven't met Mr. Gatsby. No one's met him. They say he's third cousin to the Kaiser and second cousin to the devil.
I'm afraid I haven't been a very good host, old sport. You see...
And when you finally meet him...
I'm Gatsby.
What you say and how you say something can really give the audience chills.
His smile was one of those rare smiles that you may come across 4 or 5 times in life. It seemed to understand you and believe in you just as you would like to be understood and believed in.
Although this can be seen in any movie, I find it to be more prominent when it comes to backstories, and that is the supporting character. I can list so many backstory-related films that contain a whole lot of great supporting characters, and even where the character does not seem like a supporting character, I believe they are. And they all seem to impact the main character's life, which even then passes on until the present day in the film. I find that any journey the duos come across define not only their future in the end, but themselves as a person.
Are you sure you can?
For every protagonist, there is an antagonist.
Come back again?
Not every movie has it, but in backstories, it happens more often. In Amadeus, Antonio Salieri has a hidden rivalry against Wolfgang and his wonderful works of art.
Astounding. It was beyond belief. These were first and only drafts of music. He had simply...
Now, I've seen similar rivalries that share one major theme of jealousy.
The rest is just the same, isn't it? It doesn't really work, does it?
Endings are one of the main components of a backstory. It shows what characters are still around, what they believe in, whether they are the same person, or if they have been defined more in the end. Endings are basically the message we take home at the end. It asks us, are we going to change our thoughts on what we once believed in? Or are we now going to embrace what we have always believed in? Backstories share many similar traits, but we did find that there isn't a specific structure. Stories happen for a reason. They tell a tale of a person which gives a certain meaning or value in the end, and after, leaves us on our own to relate it to our own life if possible.
Not everyone can become a great artist, but a great artist can come from anywhere.
I believe we can relate any movie to our own life, and even if you can't, there's always something you can take and keep with you. So this is what makes a backstory great. And remember, you're never really done for, as long as you've got a good story and someone to tell it to.